What's up, family? I'm Juan Castillo, and when I'm on social media, my favorite show to watch is the Don't Shoot the Messenger weekly podcast. Chris G, professional Sutton, Rucker Report delivers sports the way it's supposed to be, real and authentic. So get ready to be entertained. My boys are ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
The cameras are on, and zeros are on the clock. Get ready for the realest, most authentic, most entertaining sports podcast there is. You may think you know sports, but they know sports and speak the truth. Here to bring you that truth is your Big Three. Give it up for professional son, Chris G, and the Rucker Report, Jersey. There's nothing to debate when the message is this clear. Welcome to the Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast.
Nah, I'm lying. Y'all can't hear me. What's going on, good people out there? I'm sorry, I was muted. So I know nobody heard what I was saying, which is okay. Huh? What'd you say?
What happened?
Yeah, well, you can't see me because you got to go on Facebook, man. You know, you got to go on Facebook. So I'm waiting for Chris to get some light. He said that he's you know what I mean? So I'll just jump on with Ruck here. Ruck, man, what's going on?
Living the dream, bro.
There you
Every
go,
day
man.
is a good day.
There we go, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's always a good day, man. It's always a good day.
Want to approach it.
That's it, man. That's all we can do. Now we're not gonna be on too long, people, because we know it's the NFL Sunday, and we all know what happens when it's a Sunday. NFL takes precedence over a lot of stuff, so we won't belabor this. But we do want to talk about a topic. Shouts out to our boy Hambone. He hit me up. That was something that we already wanted to talk about anyway. But Hambone was like, yo, we got it. Oh, shit. Look at this shit here.
Whoa!
Look at this shit here.
Well,
hold on.
Well, do it live then. That's where we at.
Oh, okay. All right.
It don't never stop.
Okay.
It don't never stop.
Okay.
It don't never stop.
Underneath that shirt, he crying real tears. But it's okay, though. It's okay.
Yo,
It's all good.
Yo, the mad scientist is gonna be trying to jump on this, yo.
Listen, it don't ever stop.
I got
till I die.
You know what I mean? Well, listen, man, we got to do our intro. Thanks again for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G. Buckeye till I die.
And this your boy, the Work Report, Jersey.
And we also want to thank our sponsor, 94.3 WYBC.
The rhythm of the city.
Yes, you can catch me every Saturday night for the Saturday night dance party, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. I got to fix that. My son, he let him do some work. And you can find us everywhere. Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Black Planet, all that. You can find all of us there. So I was saying that, yeah, Black Planet, man. We still out there, man. We still popping. You know what I mean? Love Coca 203. Anyway, I know Hambone. And again, this is a topic that I know we were going to talk about anyway. But Hambone was like, "Yo, y'all got to talk about the Jerry Jones situation." Last week we didn't get to talk about Jeff Saturday becoming the new coach of the Colts, but we'll talk about that in another show. But I want to know, how do you fellas feel about Jerry Jones? If y'all don't know, let me catch up to date, man. Jerry Jones was seen here back in the 50s. With part of a group, okay, I don't know what he was doing, but he was part of a group that was stopping these African Americans from getting into this Central Arkansas high school. Now, some say that Jerry Jones should be reprimanded. Some say that he was just there looking, and that was years ago, and that's what they did back then. But fellas, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because that's what we do. So I'm gonna start off with Ruck, man. You seeing this picture? Again, I'll put it up here. You got a young Jerry Jones, you know what I mean? Sitting in. We don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's just on some Forrest Gump, and he just like, hey, what's going on here? Got to let these boys through. Everybody should be able to get a free education. Or is he saying, get them? Ruck, I'm gonna slide over to you, man.
Hey, yo, let me just say this, man. I did not get on the show today to talk about the obvious. I am not Captain Obvious. I'd rather talk about something else. No, I'm not doing this.
Yes,
yo.
you is.
No, who don't know what? Okay. Okay.
Hambone said he don't want us to be PG no more. Hambone called me and Chris, and he said that y'all too corporate now. He said Chris
You're
don't
afraid to
cuss
lose
no more.
sponsors.
He said y'all afraid to lose sponsors. Y'all been acting too watered down.
Wow.
That's what Hambone called me and said.
Sponsors. Well, listen, Jerry ain't never sponsored nothing that we did.
Word.
Matter of fact, we never are big proponents of the delusion that is the Dallas Cowboys. But again, listen, bro, we're gonna call it what it is. If Chris, help me out with this. If it walk like a duck, quack like a duck,
It ain't a damn mongoose.
You goddamn right.
there you go. So I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean,
Close that door.
you can say whatever you want to say about his association, but again, connect the dots, man. Jerry is a rich man from Texas that grows up on that rich Texas money, that now owns the Dallas Cowboys, that is worth however many billions of dollars. He's a part of the good old boy gang, and it looks like he was a part then. So it's not too much we can put together there.
Uh-huh.
It is what it is. But I mean, again, I think this is really funny that, the media decides to throw some of these little ancillary, hot topics out there that they don't want to spend time on as distractions or as ways to say, oh, yeah, we pick on everybody. Like, we still ain't talked about Brett Favre. Brett Favre ain't had to do an interview. He ain't had to answer no reporters. And this is coming from a cheesehead. So what we doing with this Jerry thing?
You know what?
Nothing.
You know what?
All right.
See, you being too nice, Rock. You being too nice, okay? Jerry Jones should be suspended.
They don't even deserve a rant.
Nah,
Don't deserve a rant.
Nah,
They
I'm
don't.
ranting.
It really, go
I'm ranting.
ahead, then.
I'm acting
While
up,
I sip
okay?
my drink.
I wish we could have did this on Friday, on Black Friday, but it's okay. All right. Let me tell you something. Jerry Jones should be suspended. Okay. They should look into possibly selling his team. They sorry anyway. Okay. And if Jerry Jones wants to come back into the league, he needs to sit down with Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay. The most honorable Louis Farrakhan on 60 Minutes. Okay. And it needs to be 2 specials. Once he does that, he needs to read The Color Purple. All right. And he needs to do a 20-page dissertation on that. All right. Once he do that, he needs to visit. Hey, what's going on, Irish? Once he does that, he needs to go to the African American Museum. Okay. And go through all the floors. That's what he needs to do. And after he does that.
And disavow eating pork for the rest of his life.
Uh-huh. After he does that, he needs to hire a black coach. Okay? And then once he hired a black coach, he needs to then go and make sure that there's at least 2 African American owners in the NFL. That's not much to ask. And he needs to apologize to us. All right? He needs to apologize and say Forrest Gump is one of the best movies ever. Go ahead, man. Chris? Now, Hambone's on, so he watching you.
Wait. So this should all be done by December
February.
4th.
No, February.
No,
Black
December
History Month.
4th, the birthday of one of the greatest people to ever, God bless Mike.
Oh, Jay-Z. Okay. I was going to give him to February. But hey, you know what? You're right.
Nah, it's too much time.
Yeah, you're right.
Kyrie ain't had that much time.
You're right. My bad. Chris, what up, man?
I'm disgusted. And I'm not disgusted. I'm not disgusted by what Jerry Jones did because I already knew that's who he was. That wasn't surprising. That wasn't surprising. What's surprising was all of the let me go help Massa out.
Black people too.
Lord Jesus.
Black people too.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. I was so shocked. No, I don't want to say shocked, but so taken aback by the Massa ain't been nothing but good to me. Yo, I need Emmett. I need Dion. I need Michael.
Where's Charles Barkley?
I need Charles. I need all of these people who was ready to vilify Kyrie Irving
For referencing a video.
Huh?
Who was referencing the video.
Oh, I need all of the people who was on the hill ready to die that Kyrie Irving was anti-Semitic after posting, just retweeting
Bees.
a movie documentary. The only thing he did was retweet.
That's it.
You can't find one single evidence of him saying anything anti-Semitic other than he retweeted a movie. I need the people that was ready to die on the hill for that. I need y'all coming after Jerry Jones for this. Because I don't want to get, he was just there watching. Wasn't no white people there just watching back then. That's not how, I mean, the revisionist history of how it was. Oh, maybe he was just a passerby. Yeah, really? That's what he was? That's what he was doing. Just passing by. Oh, shit, what's going on over here? Let me go check this out.
Like
Nah, man, he was on the front of the line. Get them niggas out of here.
No, he wasn't. So what y'all don't know is the movie Forrest Gump. Remember when Forrest Gump was in that part? And he said, what's going on here? He said, these coons trying to get into my school. Coons? Anytime coons try to come into the back porch, mom to show them off with a broom. Not raccoons, you idiot. I ain't gonna say the rest.
Listen.
Wait, hold on. Wait, before you even get your handball chills, right? Like,
He said, thank you, Chris. You know what, Chris?
You know what it is with me.
Yo.
Like, you know how I get down. But again, we know what this is. So everybody that's doing this, so I'm in a weird space right now. And Chris, me and you talked about this, right? I'm in a weird space of
Niggas don't talk to me no more.
I want to go off with Jerry Jones.
Why
right?
not?
And everybody that was supporting him that kind of looked like us. But then I'm also in a weird space because Jason Whitlock has been the biggest proponent of defeating Kyrie.
Yo.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yo.
Listen,
I have no clue.
I'm a rider of the truth. And if coon number 2, Jason Whitlock, is speaking the truth, I'm riding with him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's speaking the truth. And the truth is, I'm not giving a pass to Jerry Jones. Nah, B, you got to answer for this. You got to answer for it. And don't give me no cupcake, watered down, PR, fluff piece about how you always been a supporter of the black community and your record shows that you've given black people opportunity. Fuck all that, nigga.
Where?
I seen the pictures.
Where did you give them opportunity other than them playing for you?
Right.
And you still being in the role of owner.
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
Nah.
I don't want to hear it.
You know what?
Yeah.
Because Jerry Jones, if you care so much, you and the other owners will make sure that we have some minorities as owners. Okay? Yes, because let me tell you something. If this had been an NFL player right now when he was 13 years old and he was on MySpace with a few guns, guess what? Guess what would have happened?
Yo, hold on. If Stephen A would have seen a black dude, a black athlete smoking weed and got caught, he would have went on a whole
different rant.
a whole rant. Oh, stay off the weed and this, that, and the third. Nah, B, I know it. I know Jerry Jones is your boy. He talk a lot of shit about the Cowboys, but Jerry is his boy.
Yep.
He admires Jerry Jones. So he's not going to speak ill. Jerry Jones has a lot of clout. He has a lot of power. So he's not going to say anything discouraging about Jerry Jones. He's not going to put him on blast because that's bad for business for him.
Yeah.
That's bad for business for him.
B said Stephen A was freaking off.
Yeah, he was.
Freaking off.
Yeah, it was. Let me tell you something. Him, Shannon, all of them dudes. They giving it too much. They're trying to act like, that was so long ago.
Yeah, everybody needs a second chance. Like
everybody needs a second chance. But and you know what? Everybody does need a second chance.
True.
Everybody does. I'm not disputing that. But that's not how y'all act.
No.
When it's one of these.
Axe Cat.
When it's one of these.
Axe Cat.
Y'all don't act like that.
Not even Cap. You could even just look again, pointing back to Kyrie, which Kyrie did nothing. But even just looking at recent interviews, right? Like, did you see how they tried to trap him with the Thanksgiving thing? Hey, Kyrie, how are you celebrating Thanksgiving? And he was like, well, I typically don't celebrate that. But anybody spending time with their family, but why does he have to be put in a position like that?
Because you know
For what?
why. Because anytime we are in a position, they make us speak, jump, throw, i.e., why do we have the combine? You know what I'm saying? Come on, we know that. Like and again, and people say, well, I don't want to, and not you, Ruck, and I know a lot of people saying, well, this is, oh no, it's not, because I'm gonna tell you what, it's going to happen to a player, to a black coach, to someone that's black in a position of authority in sports, and they're gonna make sure that they throw that in your face. Because I still don't understand. Again, this is all speculation. They keep saying that Eric Bieniemy has something that he did, and that's why he's not a head coach. What is something that he did? Please tell me, what did Eric Bieniemy do that is so heinous that he's still in the NFL as an assistant coach but not a head coach? Please tell me. Please tell me.
That's easy. I mean, so here's the thing that's specifically with Eric Bieniemy. The situation that he actually has answered for.
Aaron, what up, man?
For that over 20 years ago.
Right.
In college. So that's been done. But again, we know how, and the reason that I was saying what I was saying in the open is because we know how this story will play out, right? We know how people will not only, one, downplay it, two, lend assistance when there's none needed, and three, this will be gone by this week.
Yeah. But guess what?
They're not gonna linger on this.
No,
they don't. It looks bad on Jerry Jones, and if it looks bad on Jerry Jones, it looks bad on the NFL. And the NFL, they will not have it, sir.
Because again, and as much as, again, I'm not hating on the Dallas Cowboys because I know their fan base.
Hate on them niggas.
That's true.
Hate on them.
I don't want to hate on little kids. They haven't been relevant anyway.
Ooh.
So my thing is, what's good, man? What's good, big dog? Chilling. So my thing is, right, when you're talking about the Cowboys and Jerry Jones and he loves his players, how many head black coaches have the Dallas Cowboys had since he's been owner? I'll wait.
0.
How many black assistants has Jerry Jones had since he's been an owner? I'll wait.
None that I know.
But everybody keeps saying, oh, this man loves his people. Oh, he again, and when I was young, I was the same way. I was like, oh, man, Jerry Jones really loves his players. But then I look at it like, but he's the same person that makes sure that they are just that, players. And you are property of the Dallas Cowboys. So this picture, again, because it's young, people are like, oh, man, don't listen to it. Now we're going to listen to it. Because you know why? This picture that we're seeing, it represents not only the NFL, but the America as a whole. And it's on purpose. So
well, listen, though. Check it. The reason you can't give it a pass because he was young is because he might have been young. I'm not disputing that fact.
Right.
But you got to remember back in those days, it's why all our parents, our grandparents are so wary of older white people because they were raised a certain kind of way. And it takes a long time to break out of that if you do indeed break out of it.
If you ever do.
So people need to be very, very cautious of how quick they are to be like, oh, it was so long ago, it wasn't a big deal. And some of the people who have been caping and capping for Jerry Jones know better.
Yep.
Stephen A knows better. His mother, may God rest her soul, I bet you she'd be like, nah, bro. Nah, man. I knew people like that when they was young. They wasn't curious.
Nope.
They was raised on that. They wanted, they was a part of that. They took, joy and pride out of being that way. So to just throw it away as, oh, well, Jerry Jones, he gets black people on his team. What else is he supposed to do? Bear Bryant at a certain point couldn't do it no more. Fuck, I got to get these niggas on the team. Can't keep it all white no more.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, you ain't
at
lying.
A certain point, you having black players on your team and you giving them money, that's what the market dictates. That's not what you dictate.
Yeah.
The market is dictated that if you want to be good, you need a lot of black players on your team.
Yep.
If you have a lot of black players on your team that are good, you're going to have to pay them.
Yep.
That has nothing to do with whether you do or don't like black people.
Hey, you know what? Another thing that just really signifies in terms of what we're dealing with and who we're talking about? Jerry Jones has been an NFL owner for how long?
Well, 33 years?
33 years. Close to 40 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Rooney Rule has been inactive for at least 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
When has this Dallas Cowboys ever heeded the Rooney Rule?
Mm-hmm.
Give me one time that they interviewed somebody that looked like us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming from the owner and the GM being Jerry Jones.
Yeah, I wonder, and you know what? Yeah, you make a great point. And again, we got some comments. Someone said that they want to give a shout out to their football club. Shout out Danny is Pappy. He's on Twitch. Shouts out to him. Also, we got Big Dog West. He said they claim it's a business move, not a color thing. Yeah, all right. Hambone, he on one. He said, I want to know, when did you stop acting like you don't hate black people? He gonna say this again. I want to know, when did you stop? All in caps. Stop acting like you did not hate black people. He said,
When
shit.
the money rolled in.
He said,
rolled in.
Adolph Rupp at Kentucky. I mean, we can go back. And I know
That's what I mean. But that's the point of, you know what I mean? You didn't not stop liking black people, or that didn't like changing you. You had to adapt because you couldn't run all them white boys out there no more.
And again, Chris,
no offense.
and guess what? Because
you, you just couldn't have a team full of them no more.
Right.
You had to integrate. You had to integrate, because if you would be stuck in the past if you didn't. So legendary coaches had to adapt. Bear Bryant, Rupp, they had to adapt. But that's not, well, you know, I want to be a better person. You know, I think that these injustices are unjust, and I'm going to be, you know, an agent of change. That's not why they did it. They did it because they wanted to win. They wanted to win because they wanted money.
Yep. And you know what? And so again, when I think of change, right? And I think of, again, people could disagree, that's fine, but I think of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when, you know, they say, hey, guess what we're going to do, right? We're going to make sure that we have our staff be full of African American men who didn't have a chance. Okay? We're going to all come together. And guess what? Once I step down, Bruce Arians, I'm going to make sure that whoever's in line, which is African American, they have the shot. Not too many people are saying and doing that. And so when we look at Dallas, that also goes back to Jerry Jones' just arrogance. I mean, look how he treated Tom Landry. Look, he was like, oh, well, see you later, bye. But again, that's his arrogance. He don't give a damn. And again, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because there's so many people who I know who was capping for Jerry Jones. And any other day, they'd be like, man, this is wrong. This is BS. Y'all need to cut it out. And as soon as that picture came out of old Jerry, man, some people turned the other cheek and got the hell on. I'm just saying. I'm still looking for y'all, though. Just know, I see who you are. And I'm still laughing. And I am still laughing. And again, we're not going to be too long in this because, you know, football about to start. But if you want to stay on, you can. But, you know, I'm going to let Ruck get his last position in that end. And I'm going to let Chris say his last words. And I do want to go to some NCAA football. So go ahead, Ruck.
No, I mean, my final position is this. We, again, should always be aware of the game that we're playing, right? And the game that we're playing in terms of being minorities in the world of sports or minorities in the world. I know that we try to separate the line, but people understand that there is no separation when it comes to the other party about us. So let's just be clear about that, right? We see what it is, but again, I go back to another conversation that I would love to spark about this, is that we can have the outrage, but when are we collectively going to start to do something about this? Because there are people that these owners have been paying that have made enough capital that we can do something about it. I think as much as we are outraged, we need to start planning and strategizing about a real response, what that would look like, because it is possible.
Oh, man. Chris?
Fuck Jerry Jones.
There we go. Yo, Ruck almost spit his damn water out.
That's my guy. That's why. That's my guy.
I would like to go to the NCAA. real quick because we got some rankings that's about to come out. And again, Chris, this is not a shot at you by any means. Yo, Henry, what up, man?
Chris, you already know this is.
No, it ain't. It ain't. Listen. My Florida Gators look horrible on Friday night.
Chris Rock here talking like, Chris, this ain't you, but you know what it is, Chris.
Listen, Chris. My name ain't Will Smith. I ain't gonna smack shit out you. I'm gonna come to you and let you know this if I was, but I ain't gonna do that. Now,
go ahead. I'm ready.
With everything being said, again, let me read this Final Four, and I should have put them up on screen, but it's all good. So it looks like since over the weekend things happened, things transpired. So it looks like the top 10, and I'm gonna read from 10 to 1. It looks like it's gonna be LSU Tigers at number 9, Washington Huskies, 8 Penn State, 7 Tennessee, 6 Alabama, 5 Ohio State, 4 USC, 3 TCU, 2 Michigan, and number 1 Georgia Bulldogs. How do you guys feel about that?
Sounds right. Wait, what was USC 4?
Yes, USC is 4. Yeah.
I don't like Tennessee at 6 though.
No.
Nah, Tennessee. Whoa. South Carolina just beat the brakes off of them. Why wouldn't they be? Matter of fact, they got blown out twice. They got blown out by Georgia. It was like something like 40-something to 3. Yeah. And then they got beat by South Carolina last week, unranked. Yeah, dropped South like Carolina 60 on them.
60, had 60 on them.
No. Listen, Tennessee was a good story early, not so much late.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Hendon Hooker got hurt.
All right, but is Alabama holding at 5 because it's just Alabama?
No, Ohio State's 5.
Wait, so where's Alabama?
Alabama is number 6. Alabama is 6 here. Oh. I gotta get it on the screen.
Okay.
Listen, those sound right. I don't got no problems with those. I honestly don't.
So, Craig, now that you got that out the way, go ahead.
Yeah, now that you got that out the way.
So with the conference games coming up, do you think that this list will remain solid, or do you think that there'll be some shifting? Do you think that there's any chance that a team could knock off Georgia at this point in the season, or do we, I had posed, or are they going back to back?
Well, we got to see the SEC championship game.
Okay.
If I am not 100%, I would have to pull it up, but I think with Texas A&M losing to with Texas A&M beating LSU,
which is crazy.
And now Alabama is playing Georgia in the SEC championship game. I am not 100% on that. I do need to double check that. But if that is the case, what do you do with a 10-2 Alabama team if they beat Georgia?
You know what they're going to do? They're going to put them right in the mix.
You can't take Georgia out with one loss. They've been the number 1 team all year. They got to be in it. Then you got to put Alabama. And then so who is going to suffer? USC is a blue blood type program.
Yep.
TCU is going to suffer. I can tell you that right now.
You don't think they're going to make Ohio State suffer?
Ohio State don't deserve to get in. Ohio State don't deserve to get in. Ohio State made their bed. They got to sleep in it. Ryan Day needs to sleep in the bullshit that he's made Ohio State since Urban Meyer has left the program.
Damn.
He needs to sleep in that.
So does this go back to the conversation that we was just having like 2 weeks ago? Does Urban Meyer return to the Ohio State University?
Urban Meyer's not returning to Ohio State. Urban Meyer's leaves every place that he's been in disgrace. So he can't return, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I would love for it to happen, but there's a reason why he left. And it wasn't because he wanted to give it to Ryan Day. It's because scandals were on the precipice of
for the streets.
So, he from the
His name is Urban.
From the streets, and he for the streets.
His name is Urban.
Urban.
Come on, man. Damn, people don't get it. So I have put the list up.
All of those is big facts.
So
those is big facts.
So Ruck, I have put the list up. If you check your phone out, this is the list that we have right now. And again, like I said, that LSU, I don't know, man. This season has been very tricky, man. Very tricky. one team that I am surprised that they hung on is USC, because I just knew that they were going to find a way to slip, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, USC has looked good.
Yes, and
they have really looked good.
And again,
and
I think,
solid.
and again, they have been solid. Usually, you don't hear nothing about them. I mean, let me stop. Usually, they're overhyped, but I think this year. Again, for me, I was like, all right, I'm not even going to follow them, because as soon as I follow them, then they're going to lose 4, and then, but they want USC in that big bowl game. They want USC in on playoffs because, again, like you said, Chris, they are blue blood, and they haven't been in this